Nigerian students who returned from Ukraine are now being provided psychosocial support more than a month after the return to the country. This has been organized by the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission and the National Commission for Refugees, Migrants and Internally Displaced Persons, with voluntary services from doctors and other medical personnel under the Services Project Victory Call initiative. Moyo Thomas has details of this story and will return with the business news.
FEHINTOLA, a final-year medical student in Sumy, Ukraine, went through a harrowing experience while trying to escape the war in Ukraine. It was an added burden for him being the president of Nigerian Students' Union.
The situation was not, it was trauma. The situation was very brutal. It was terrible experiences for most of us. That a lot of students were angry. People were angry at me specifically, they were like, oh, Mr. President, why didn't you do something? It was a lot of trauma because I remember having meetings with authorities, at that moment before the situation started. And that is where the whole trauma started.
Now that some of the students are back, they are faced with how uncertain the future of their education looks, which is another level of trauma for them.
They are making concessions for online schooling. Most people will continue school online. Some already started actually. And the next issue is, okay, how do we, mostly medical students, how do we continue? How do we live life online?
This is what the two-day clinic hopes to help them resolve.
When we have occasion, events that exposes individuals to trauma, it is better that we nip them in the bud.
The social support is the core of rehabilitation. I'm so glad because this won't only provide a platform for the Ukrainian returnees, this will also create a forum for the Commission to begin to collaborate strongly with the academia.
While records say over 6,000 Nigerian students were in Ukraine, less than 2,000 of these returned with the federal government's provision. ABIKE DABIRI-EREWA decried the maltreatment of Nigerians who stayed back in Poland as they face discrimination and racism.
I know that as I speak with you, there's another crisis brewing. Some of the returnees who went to Poland and refused to come back and are not properly documented are now locked up in detention centers under very inhumane conditions.
The chairman of NITCOM also assures that the psychosocial services will be provided across the 6 geopolitical regions of the country. According to medical experts, trauma such as this, if not quickly nipped in the bud, could lead to mental health issues. Moyo Thomas, TVC News, Abuja.